Hi everyone, I wanted to do an update and a follow-up video on the last video that I made before my surgery. The last video was just talking about how I felt before the surgery, everything that I had to do, all the paperwork I needed to fill out. And this one I just want to talk about how the actual surgery went. It was amazing. I've never felt any pain from it. I went in that morning and I was a little bit nervous, but I'd actually prepared myself pretty well by just thinking I was going to go to sleep. I went in, I put my hair up, because I knew I was going to have a bandage on for the whole week around my head, so I didn't want my hair getting in the way of the bandage or anything. I put that in a plait behind my head, put my bandage on, was asked to put the hospital gown on and the socks and everything else that you have to wear. And I went in pretty much straight away, so I didn't do much waiting around. I was probably there for about an hour. I went in, I had to fill out another questionnaire with somebody, and then I went into to the anaesthetist, and I literally just had to breathe in on a gas mask because that was the option I chose rather than having the cannula in my hand. I had to breathe in, so I breathed in for like 2 breaths, 3 breaths, and I was out of it, fast asleep, didn't know anything else. They put me in a blanket so I was warm as well. The next thing I know, I'm waking up around some people in a recovery room, in absolutely no pain, just feeling completely normal, wondering where I was a little bit confused. So then I got wheeled back down to my room, saw my mum, and I was chatting away, I was laughing, I was acting completely normal, and I was just ready to eat something. I was really hungry. I looked at myself in the mirror, I got up and walked about, looked at my bandage, and it was really surreal how there was absolutely no pain. I'd been panicking about nothing. I'd set myself up for years, worrying about what sort of pain I'm going to go through, and there was no need to worry at all because I felt no pain. I did kind of anticipate the pain coming on in the next couple of days. I had something to eat and then I was released straight away after that so I could go home. I was a bit panicky about sleeping that night because I didn't want to hurt my ears. They'd padded them out so well. There was quite a thick dressing and then bandaging. They put some pads behind your ears so that your ears don't touch your head straight away. And then they put the dressing on and then bandage, and it's quite thick. So when you go to sleep, you're really padded on the sides of your head, so you can't feel anything anyway. They gave me codeine, ibuprofen and paracetamol, and I only felt like I was taking them because I'd been told to take them. I wasn't in any pain. I was expecting to wanting to be taking my tablets all the time, but I felt no pain to the point that I was forgetting to take my tablets. And it was getting to 1/4 the hour and I'd remembered to take my tablets, thinking, oh no. But I couldn't believe how pain-free it was. The whole week I actually wanted more sympathy off people that I wasn't getting because they assumed I was fine because I was alright. I was just running around, talking, walking. The only thing I wouldn't do was leave the house just because I had my bandage on my head, so I didn't want everyone seeing me. But throughout the whole week, I stopped taking my tablets after the first day because there was no need for them at all. And I thought, there's no point in taking something if I'm not in any pain. I took my bandage off after the week. The only problem I thought about when I had my bandage on was my head was itching just because the bandage was around it all the time. I couldn't wait to get the bandage off at the end of the week because I just felt like I wanted to wash my hair. I went to have them taken off and I looked in the mirror and I couldn't believe it. They were so different. It didn't even hurt him taking it off. I didn't know he'd finished taking it off. I thought he was still taking it off when he said to go and look in the mirror. So I went and had a look and I was really, really happy with the results. And that was it then. He discharged me and said that I didn't need to come back or anything else. If I felt like I needed to, I could go to the doctors. And he gave me some tablets to take home with me as well, just in case I needed any for any pain or anything, but I didn't at all. So I felt absolutely fine. I was so happy. I'm very amazed with how they've done it. You can't see any cuts or anything behind. It's hard to show you on the angle, but there's nothing there at all. They're so close to my head. I don't know if you saw it in the other video, how far they were sticking out. I was so happy with these because they're just so tight to my head. They're so close. It's so strange. What a strange feeling. Since they've been healing, I've had a bit of where the stitches were. My ears sort of puffed up. They were really swollen for the first day, but they didn't feel swollen. They didn't hurt. They weren't hot or anything. And then throughout the healing time after having my bandages off, I've had sort of where it was swollen, where the stitches were, was a bit of pus coming out and a bit of whitehead, but it didn't hurt. My mum was trying to clean them for me. He told me to clean them with just a Q-tip or a cotton bud stick and hot water, boiling water, but let it cool down, obviously, so don't burn your ear, and just wipe down it and clean it. So my mum was doing that, and she was actually surprised at how rough she could be with them without me hurting. It didn't hurt at all. And they were like that until the stitches actually came out, because mine were dissolvable stitches, but they were falling out as well. And then when they came out, they were they've just gone down straight away. There's no swelling, there's no puffy. But I'm just still in complete awe of how through the whole entire experience, I didn't feel a thing. And like he explained to me in the consultation, is because your ears don't move anyway, they've got nowhere to hurt. It's not like if you have something done to your arm and you've got to move your arm. Your ears just don't move, so they don't hurt. And I couldn't be happier. It felt really strange the first time I went out and I had to put my hair back because I wanted to show them off. It felt really, really strange because I kept feeling like I wanted to pull my hair back in front of my face, but there was no need to because my ears were tight to my head, no worry, and it was the first time in 24 years that I've ever felt really happy and realised what it was all about. It was amazing. When I first came out and had the bandages taken off, the inside here was swollen and puffy. He said that was to be expected anyway, and that the skin could go wrinkly, but after 6 sort of months it would sort itself out and go flat again, and already they've gone really quite flat in the middles. I don't know how clearly you can see them, but they've already gone really flat. So they looked sort of like hearing aids for the first couple of days, and then they started going down straight away. He said not to obviously bend them forwards for probably the first year until they're fully set in place, but why would you bend them forward anyway? But I just wanted to let you all know that if you're thinking about doing it, I would definitely recommend it. I wouldn't hesitate. If I had to go through that again, I wouldn't even hesitate. I would go straight away. The amount of people I've showed them off to and talked to about the experience, and a couple of people have said that their children or they've got big ears and they've always been scared to do something. I would really encourage people to go and have it done, because it's changed my life, and now I can wear my hair back and feel happy about having my hair up. It makes every day so much easier for getting ready, because I don't have to worry about how I'm going to do my hair and how I'm going to cover my ears. I just do it, and I just sling it back in a bun, and I can have my hair wet and just put it back and not worry about anything. So I would definitely have it done. If you're thinking about it, I would recommend it. Obviously have a look into who you have it done by. And obviously if you're paying a really, really cheap amount, you need to rethink it maybe, because there's a reason it might be quite cheap. I paid about $2,500 for mine, but it's worth it. It's made me so happy. Hope you all have good luck with yours if you're getting it done.